the Gwen Towers, explaining that the towers have as many as 100 copper wires fanning out from the base of the towers underground. And they test the Gwen Tower transmissions every hour of every day. Now, a frightening effect of such electromagnetic transmission tests would be the effects of electromagnetic radiation of people and the animals that are close by, which is another whole separate concept introduced by the top secret programs of MK Ultra, which was the electronic mind control and operations of scientific experiments carried out for years by our own secret government in the United States, in hospitals, unsuspecting civilians, military personnel, and this electromagnetic application to actually alter, change, and make people crazy in some cases was done profusely, secretly by MK Ultra. Although the frequencies of the Gwen system is slightly different from that of the Russians' weather control, as the system is allowed to grow, the New World Order will be able to fine-tune this thing. As I mentioned before the Senate, they will be able to fine-tune their variety of electronic equipment and be able to totally control, simply at will, the weather in the world. Now, in Russia, this is mind-boggling when I found this out. It's supported totally by standard media, if you will, which surprised me as well. Because as it stands now, the media doesn't want to get into any of this very much. But in Russia, for several years, they've actually been renting, leasing, and selling weather control by electronic equipment to the farmers in Russia to control small areas over their own farms. Now, a fellow named Dr. Becker, who's an expert on biological magnetism, pointed out in a book that he had written, which was titled The Perils of Electropollution, how the effects of electromagnetics and the excess thereof could affect mental and physical health of people. And in the New York Times, it was admitted that the snow cap at the North and South Pole was shrinking away. Back in 1991, July the 4th, they ran a story in the New York Times and said that from some strange reason that the scientists over here couldn't figure out, both the caps were shrinking and melting. And of course, they blamed it on general global warming without pointing the finger at the electromagnetic applications of the Haarp and Gwen programs. In 1991, in the Alaskan Daily News, they ran a story on the operations in Alaska about the brilliant light shows that were taking place in the skies over Alaska. And this is, in fact, the Haarp, High Altitude Aurora Research Program. That's what it's labeled. This is the heart of the control, the electronic control of weather and the creation of earthquakes. Now, as you can see here, this is the very location in Alaska of the bulk of the transmission equipment. This is some 40 to 50 acres, as far as the eye can see, of nothing at all but transmission amplifiers and transmission antennas. And this is the Haarp program. Now, the Haarp program is run jointly by the United States Navy, and of course it's maintained as a point of secrecy. You know, it's a typical what we call encapsulation of the project. As you can see, the actual entrance here, it says Haarp Research Station, and this is in Gakona, Alaska. This is a high-frequency, active Aurora research program. It says it is managed jointly by the Air Force and the Navy. And, of course, they claim that they're simply doing research on the Aurora Borealis. So what they've done here is created this giant multi-million-dollar operation.
Well, that's been a video. All I can say is this world is not what y'all was taught to think it was. Y'all at the bottom, we at the bottom, and they don't tell us nothing except for what they want us to think so they can control and do what they doing, man. But anyway, peace.